Excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. This is Dr. Adekunle Badmus. It's Security Revolution. Wow. It's Security Revolution of the Global Clusters. Let's talk security with retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. And if you are online listening to me right now, share this live with your friends and family. With security revolution, let's talk about how can we secure ourselves, how can we secure our family, how can we secure our environment. This is security revolution of the global clusters. We're saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, let's focus on how we can end insecurity in our neighborhood. So to dive into it, before we go further, we want you to listen to the intro of Let's Talk Security with retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. Over to you, the moderator, for the intro.
In a world where threats evolve faster than ever, security is not just a privilege, it's a responsibility. Your knowledge is your shield, your vigilance, the first line of defense. This Saturday, the Global Clusters presents a cinematic session of national importance. From the shadows of terrorism to the realities of local insecurity, from cybercrime to the safety of your own neighborhood. Our world is changing. Our response must be bold. Introducing Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin, retired, a leader forged in the crucible of military and intelligence command. With decades of field-tested experience, Colonel Oshin delivers actionable insights and strategies you can trust. Learn how to protect your loved ones, your assets, and your future. Don't wait for danger to find you. Stand with those who lead. Be part of the movement that secures and empowers. Join us every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. West Africa time. Arrive with questions, leave with clarity. Security starts with you. Every action you take, every precaution you make strengthens the chain of safety for all. Brought to you by the Global Clusters. Visit theglobalclusters.org. Follow us everywhere at the Global Clusters.
Security starts with you. Follow us everywhere. You are part of the people that will end insecurity. We are all part of the people that will end insecurity in our community. Great shout out to the 001 security cluster of the global cluster in the person of retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. So, security revolution. Security revolution. And I want to say this to everyone that security is everybody's business. You know, security is everybody's business. It's not a spectator call. It's not something that you will feel, oh, it's one man's um, doing, it's another man. One man needs to do this. Is the work of the IGP, is the work of the defense minister, is the work of the people that have been stated to do it. We all need to collaborate together to end insecurity in our neighborhood. And we are calling on everyone. Let's discuss this. Let's discuss the place of security in nation building. Let us all come together. There are different kind of security. The global cluster is looking at it, very deeply. We have different kind of way we can time term this into. There are different kind of perspective that we all have, but we believe that at the global clusters, we come, we discuss, and we do. We don't just come together and talk about security and do nothing about insecurity. Because if we do nothing about it, our nation will still be where it is. And we won't blame anybody for not, you know, showing for. You understand? The security revolution is not a spectator call, it's a call that everyone needs to be part of. Everyone needs to share this. You need to come and add your voice. If you're working on this road of TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, and you're coming across this, please wait by and let us have a great discussion together this morning as regarding security. Um, Security revolution, what inspired it was that, we have the reason why we are still having insecurity is because we are not doing security right. So when you don't do security right, when you compromise, what they call SOP, standard operational procedure of a certain environment, when you compromise it, definitely you cannot compromise standard operational procedure of a certain environment and expect that you get the right result. So until you do it right, that is when you can actually, you know, have the right result that you crave for. Um, Results answers to procedures. Result answers to procedure. When you take a case study from formulas of mathematics, and if you apply the wrong formula, you will get the wrong answers. So insecurity is still thriving in our society because a lot of times most of us don't even have the knowledge that we are definitely involved in security. We are we are an integral part of security ourselves, and we are supposed to join the movement of this security, um, the insecurity that is currently happening in our society. The insecurity that is currently happening is not something that one person can solve, or just group of people you think, oh, we have the police, let them go and do their work, or am I going to be the one to do their work for them? No, 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 no. It's not that are you going to do their work for them. It is that security, when insecurity happens, it does not recognize anybody's face. People due to insecurity has faced a lot of challenges. They have faced a lot of things that has happened. You are welcome, Maris Catherine. They have faced different kind of challenges because of insecurity. You're welcome. You know, they have faced different kind of challenges because of insecurity. So, and this is to let you understand that, this is to let you understand that insecurity does not look at faces. It can happen to anybody. You know, the states that are only Okuton Pojugba in Owelofin Pafoni, Otoshibi Olotua Adunide, you're welcome. Maris Caterings, you're welcome. That is Costiran Oluwafemi. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say to everyone is that security revolution is not something that you will shy away from. When we talk about let's talk security, it's that every one of us should come here and let us discuss this security thing. The security thing, every Saturday we come together, and there are so many things that are fueling this insecurity. And last week we were able to look at the place of, vulnerability of people, poverty. You understand? Poverty, you know, a lot of times, fuel insecurity. When people are very, very poor, and they are very, very poor, and people misunderstood this poverty thing. And I'm going to be, um, we're going to be talking about the place of poverty in insecurity in our environment, and how we can all come together to eradicate, or remove it from our communities. The place of the place of poverty, you know in insecurity. um Poverty, when the word poor, 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 uh has been tantamount to like an acronym that says passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunity repeatedly. One thing I want you to know is that anything you call something is what that thing will be to you. Anything you call it. Um, if you have a challenge and you call it an opportunity, it will definitely become an opportunity to you. Yes. Anything you call something, that is what it will be to you. Um, if you know you have been passing over opportunities repeatedly, and you said, no, I don't want to lose any other opportunity again. I want to actually, take advantage of every opportunity that is coming my way, then we will not be poor again. And once we are not poor, you know, this insecurity will reduce drastically. Check out nations that have a stable um, when it comes to the middle class. You're welcome. When it comes to the middle class, check them out. You will discover that most of these communities that have, that have uh, some sort of stable income, some sort of good, stable way of rewarding people and all of that, they have always been thriving. People who have access to credit, who have access to some sort of social support that actually aid them and all of that. So if only we can all identify the opportunities around us. And that is why the global clusters is here. The global cluster is the big opportunities to anyone that can see it right now. Anyone that can take it serious, anyone that can say, oh, I will make sure I do something on the global clusters. Anyone that can understand that, this thing just began. Let me go and pitch my tent. You understand? In the global cluster Sparks Up. The Spark Up is the free version of the global clusters. When we started with a premium, and now we have the free version. And it's quite unfortunate that a lot of people are not rushing, despite the fact that they've had it. They are not rushing. They are not rushing to fetch their tent, you know, in the community. Guess what? The Ghanaians are rushing in right now. The Ghanaians are rushing in. The Indians are coming in. The Americans are coming in. Again, let it not be that your own will create a thing, and at the end of the day, the people that will be there using that services, enjoying it, will be foreigners. So that is why everyone needs to purchase tent. You need to look at your contacts and tell them, oh, my friends, all of your friends that you talk to on WhatsApp, you need to bring them into the Spark Ops. Stop passing over opportunities repeatedly. It's creating insecurity in our environment. It's creating insecurity in our environment. And another thing that creates this poverty is that people are not ready to submit themselves to quality and accurate learning. It's a no-brainer. I don't know how to emphasize this. I don't know how to say this. I don't know what to say about it, but I can tell you vividly that you see, you just need to ensure that you put yourself, you submit yourself to the right learning. You submit yourself to the right learning. Not submitting yourself to the right learning, is going to be costing you a whole lot. I know what I'm talking about because um, I know what I'm talking about because I know what I'm talking about because um, anytime you are not exposing yourself to the right opportunity that you're supposed to expose yourself to, you are actually shortchanging yourself. You are shortchanging yourself. And this opportunity, they are all capable of taking you from where you are to where you ought to be. Opportunities are capable of catapulting you from where you are to where you ought to be. Talking about security and talking about the insecurity in our environment is something that every one of us needs to take very, very serious. We all need to take the insecurity serious, and the only way to do this is by us taking the bull by the horn. And how do we take the bull by the horn? Is by us trying to make sure that every poverty that is in our own life and every poverty that surrounds us, we ensure that we remove it, we eradicate it, we delete it. We One thing people say is that some people have what we call poverty mentality. There is a mentality that funds proper poverty. You know, there is a mentality that funds poverty. So and this mentality has a lot to do about the way you think, about the way you reason. You can reason and think your way out of poverty. The poor state of mind, you can reason and think your way out of it. If only you can pay attention to uncommon details around you. So if only you can actually pay attention to the uncommon details around you, you will discover that you you will definitely, most definitely, you know, remove this poverty. Um, I will say this, and it's just resonated. Something that can help us to get out of poverty is already around us, and that is agriculture and its produce. Agriculture and its produce, you know, is capable of taking all of us out of poverty. What is agriculture? What is this produce? We, even the human being that will help you to take you out of poverty is the product of agriculture. Every human being, we are all product of agriculture. And it's there staring at you, at your face. It's just for you to take the bull by the horn, do the right thing. You understand? Take the right step. The right step is not far from you. If you take the right step today, if you take this agri thing serious today, Just take it serious for 1 year. Do it, do something on it every day for 1 year, and come and thank me later. Whether you are, you're brokering it, or you're getting involved, or you discover that you guys have a farmland, you have a family farmland that you can harness, you can fetch on, or no matter how you do it, it's a no-brainer, it's a real deal. It will definitely, 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 be a major support to you. It will definitely be a major support to you. And that is why you need to take this seriously. Poverty has created a lot of problem in our society, and we shouldn't allow it be again. And we should pay attention to details around us. There are a lot of great details around us that we're not paying the right attention to. And by not paying the right attention to it, we are actually changing ourselves. We are all changing ourselves, because when we pay attention to all of these great um, things around us, it has a way of creating an enabling environment, ending, ending insecurity, and giving us the kind of life that we all deserve. It's going to give us the kind of life that we all deserve. And you see, when everyone has at least a middle kind of a life, it's something that you know it's something that everyone will be happy, everyone will be excited, everyone will will equally um everyone will equally be rest assured. We have the confidence to be able to, like, believe in the growth that we are all, you know, planning, or we are all putting our heads together to do. What in, the detriment of not doing this is so huge. The detriment of not paying attention to the opportunities around us and taking advantage of this opportunity and focusing. We cannot do everything. You have to purge and pick an area, and you have to identify a very nice community to belong to. You know, don't expect immediate gratification. Don't expect immediate gain in anything that you want to do. No matter what it is, everything you want to do, you have to build it from one level to the other, from one level to the other. Um, no real success, no real success. Nobody has come out of poverty almost immediately. No. 25 years ago, I was practically homeless. I tell people I didn't come out of poverty immediately like that, but I worked myself gradually, gradually out of poverty. Thanks for the gift. I worked gradually, gradually from one step to the other, and this can possibly end the insecurity that we're all facing. If we can try as much as possible to, eradicate poverty in our society, if we can take out poverty in our environment, and poverty is not the lack of money. You understand? Some people think poverty is lack of money because, let's say, in my account now, I don't have any money. Does that mean I'm poor? No, poverty is not lack of money. Poverty is the real poverty starts from the mind. The real poverty is actually the mind that you have. You must equip your mind. You must guide your mind. out of it flow different kind of issues. The reality is that your mind is a powerful tool in getting you out of poverty. Your mind is a powerful tool in getting you out of poverty. You must ensure that you guide your mind. Your mind is the ground you need to work on. You need to make your mind strong. Your mind is what will take you out of it. Your mind, is what will strengthen your determination. Your mind is what will strengthen your decisions. Your mind is so powerful that virtually the life that I live now is largely dependent on the way I think. You understand? Small mindsets, you know, do trivial things. The way mindset is being carved out is really, really very, very sensitive. You understand? As to where you say, what you listen to, who you listen to, what you do constantly, the kind of environment you find yourself largely dependent on how you can end insecurity, even in your family. You can see when we talk about this insecurity, who are the perpetrators? Who are the people, getting involved in this insecurity? Some of them are people that they've written themselves off. Okay, somebody is hungry, they don't have money to eat, nobody to help, nobody to give succor to. Then he just retires. Let me just do the wrong thing and just make money anyhow. You understand? So, and because the state, largely state of their poverty, always, you know, link them to become what they become. The state of poverty always link people to become insecure. And, why is all of these things happening in our society? Is because most of us, we are not paying attention into removing poverty from our environment. We need to all pay attention to ourselves, and we need to all take advantage. Some of us have a family land there. This family land is there. Nobody is stealing it. It's there staring at you. It knows if you put a seed there, 1 yam, it will give you 20 yams. It knows if you put a grain, it will give you a bunch of crops. So, all of these things are actually there for us. They are there for us. They are not there for anybody. They are there for us. So insecurity, again, a lot of people rush out of our nation because they felt they will secure a better financial security abroad. They feel, some people, I meet friends that says, "Oh, I'm abroad here. I want to work for 10 years. I want to work for 15 years so that I can raise some money, save enough money so that I can go back." No foreigners that you see abroad that is in his right mind that just want to stay in that abroad. Everyone love home. Home is home, regardless of how it is. But when poverty showcases itself to, to people, they tend to like look at it and said, "Man, I'm tired. I cannot but, just look for ways of getting out of this poverty. And if I have to get out of this poverty, I must either get out of this country or this." Wa alaikum salam. You're welcome. So, I must just get out of this poverty one way or the other. You understand? I must just get out of this poverty one way or the other. So, what is my point? And if we are not giving them the right way of getting out of the poverty, they will always sort another way. They will always sort another way, and because of what it is, we are now saying that the only way to end insecurity in our environment is by all of us being intentional in removing poverty from our land. We need to be intentional in removing poverty from our land. I want people to come up so that you can equally add your voice. What do you think we should do? You understand? What do you think we should do? If you are online, I want you to come up and let us, how do you think we can end insecurity? Insecurity is a thing with us, most especially in Africa, in Nigeria, all over. Insecurity is a thing for us. So what do you think we can do? What can we do? What step can we take to end insecurity in our neighborhood? All of these things starts from a family. When people are not properly well brought up, when people are poorly brought up and they don't have the basic need, they don't have even environment. Environment is, success is environment sensitive. There are some environment that aid growth. There are some environments that push growth down. So you must ensure that you build yourself in an environment that will definitely take you from where you are to where you ought to be. Environment that will definitely take you from where you are to where you ought to be. So we want people to add their voice right now. So let me listen to Cluster Farex. What's your take on security revolution as regarding, we're talking about what poverty is playing in insecurity among us and how we can end it. What's your take on this, Farad?
Yes, boss. Good morning. How is Tuki today? Hope you're not freezing.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
As well. As well. You're coping. I can see that, sir. All right. And for everyone listening, good morning, good afternoon, or evening, depending on your time zone. So, you see, this topic is a very, very important topic. And we have been wrestling for decades now, you understand? So ending insecurity completely, we shouldn't think it's impossible, okay? I was listening to the news and I was hearing somebody, he was saying that all this, our people, like our top officials, they know what's up. They know these places, they know these people, It's just that they have made up their minds, or they are the ones allowing it. You see, it's what you allow that will happen. But if it is not allowed, it will not thrive. Whatever you allow is what will, is what can mount up with wings, and just fly and just fly. You know how eagles soar, you understand? They go very high. They are not limited. They are very free. Even in the storm, there's a way they have this confidence, and you understand. But if there's man, or if there's a way of capturing that powerful bird, or that, you understand, then if you have been able to capture it, then you have stopped. You have denied it. It's no longer free. It no longer has the freedom, to do whatever he chooses to do. But you see, this issue of security may not be wiped off at once, but if we continue to join our hands and we make up our minds, it's something that can be drastically reduced and controlled when tackled from all fronts. Fronts, I beg your pardon. When tackled from all fronts, not just militarily, but socially, economically, and morally. So, and our platform, the global clusters, we're always talking about instead of violence, instead of attacking. Instead of attacking my brother, instead of attacking my own brother, I should look beyond the present time. You understand? I should look beyond the present time. Because whatever I do now will still, I'll be remembered for whatever I do. We should have this at the back of our minds that if we continue to do bad or evil, we'll be remembered. You know, after I'm long gone, what will be said about me? This is the problem. You know, the problems you caused, you'll be remembered for it. And anything you have created, like the global clusters, this is a platform that we have professionals, technocrats, we have noble men, we have giants of industry, not non-entities, not people that will just come and talk rubbish. We don't go live because we want to waste. We don't gather to talk bullshit, like to talk trash. We gather because we want to build our nation. We are seeing good things. We are saying this nation is good. They are doing well. Their security system. Okay. Look at New York Police Department, NYPD. Yeah. New York. Yeah. If I remember that well. Or LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department. These guys they are humans. Yes. We are humans too. In Africa, we are saying that let's look beyond. Let's work on ourselves too. You know, the global president, Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, was saying that poverty is not what you have in your bank account, or you don't have money at all. Let me put it this way: you don't have money at all doesn't mean you're poor. But if your mind is poor, like you have a poor mindset, the way you reason. You have you're looking at yourself like somebody who can never make it. You don't have any value. You don't have any good thing. You know, then you have already killed yourself. You have already.
Continue.
Okay, so don't devalue yourself. The way God made, you know, blood runs through every the veins of every living being or every man. Let's put it that way. Every man. So don't belittle yourself. Don't say that because this is a foreigner, then I'm a black man or I'm from Africa, then I cannot do well. I cannot move forward. Don't lie to yourself. I mean, don't buy that lie. Never you buy that lie. Anything that will not secure, will not help you to. You see, insecurity, when we're talking about insecurity, we're not only talking about, okay, guard your house, then you have your guard dogs, maybe a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull or a Boer Bull, whatever species, you understand? But even your mind, that's even the major area. That's the main place. Your mind, the place of the mind, your circle of influence. If you have people that are always going into vices, then you are not secure at all. Then you are not secure at all because they cannot give you anything good. They cannot add value to your life. If you're around people like that, whatever they do is what you will do. There's this adage there's this common African adage, and Toba Bajari, what does that mean? It means if you move with dogs, you know, dogs sometimes, in fact, you understand, even dogs go back to their vomit. Imagine that smelly thing. That smelly thing. Imagine going back to what you just vomited, like you literally vomited something, and because you're saying, this meat, I cannot let it go. I have to take it back. You understand? So it means you need to walk with the wise if you want to be wise. Security is a deep thing, is a broad topic. So we're not just talking about, have this surveillance or CCTV everywhere. That's not the only kind of security we're talking about. Okay? We're talking about the place of the mind. How do you think? What are you? I mean, how do you see other humans? Do you hate them because somebody offended you? Are you thinking you should take his life? Are you thinking you should just die? Let him just fall down and die, or you want to poison him or something? So we need to work on ourselves. We should stop pointing accusing fingers. People up there, they are doing this, they are doing that. See, we are sick and tired of this blame game. At your own level, do the needful. If every individual, if I make up my mind that, I want to stop throwing dirt, maybe they throw it out the window. Maybe I'm driving and I just, banana peel, and I just throw it out the window. That's also security. Because if you throw it out the window, what about maybe a blind man or an elderly person who wants to cross the road? Then he will trip. He trips. And maybe, an accident happened here in Kwara State last week. I was going to the market. I was going there to get a material. There's this foundation. The global president here knows the foundation. She's also a clusterian. You see, we have a large community where we have people come learn morals. You come, you meet mentors, people who are already giants of industries. They can train you. They are very humble. They have come to our level. Many of them, they are willing to help. Now, this accident occurred at the marketplace. In fact, the car, the driver, the young guy drove past me. I thank God for my life because, of course, a vehicle from behind, he drove past and he cleared the woman. He lost control. You understand? Ran into, the marketplace is very busy. It's very busy. And you have all these sellers having their trays, their shop, or their extension not so far from the roadside. You understand? And this is another thing I want us to consider. When you want to do a business, ensure that it's a secure environment. What do I mean? Because you want to sell, I know you want to make ends meet. But think of your life. Don't go and put your tent or whatever thing. I'm selling BK. Okay, because I must make little money, maybe to take care of my family. Then you go and put your stuff, on the highway. On the highway, you understand? You have to look for a secure environment. I'm not saying that sometimes drunk drivers don't lose control. That's not what I am saying. But at least you know that you are safe.
What he's doing.
So
because this is a great achievement. And if a lot of people know what it takes to pen
when somebody
to put down what you do and how you do it out there to the people, you would know how much effort and how much time Cyprian has taken in putting together this lovely piece of work. So get out there, and benefit from the experiences of these people, because that's what we're doing. I am going to go out there and get a copy. I'm pretty sure it's going to make for good reading. Yes, good morning to all of my family on the StreamYard as well. Your Excellency, I see you there.
Yes.
How are you this morning?
Yes. Yeah, are you on TikTok right now?
Yeah. Good morning. I'm still in my bed.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, if you're on TikTok, I would love everyone to just join.
happy weekend. Take
ending my life so that I can join
my week was busy. So let's go enjoy. You continue anyway, the submission. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to happen around in the world now. You can see some part of the war is stressing, and some part of the war is about politics. Some part of the war is about hunger. Children.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, so put yourself together. And it's okay. It's okay. Keep yourself busy. It's good. By the way, when they come to weekend, weekend is for me alone. So weekend is for me alone. I really try not to mix it up together.
I hear you.
Yeah. Weekend is for me alone. I just do what I love to do to make me happy. Because when you hustle, please.
That's right.
Have time for yourself to be happy.
This is it.
Once or twice in a week, you just say, "This is for myself. I want to do what makes me happy." So I've been doing that for a long time now, and it helps me a lot.
Nothing wrong with that. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that. This is what we do. It's what we live for. And it's why we're here. We just need to basically live up to our own expectations and get out there and be the best version of ourselves. Today, I think we're going to be touching on one or two things. As you know, most of what I do on a weekly is I follow a lot of current affairs, especially where security is concerned. And this week, I'm pretty sure that you're all expecting it from me, and that is to talk about our good friend, Mr. Donald J. Trump, who has decided that he is now the Oba of Nigeria. Good morning. We've just had the entrance, the grand entrance of the global president of the global clusters in person of His Excellency Dr. Adekunle Badmus. As I said, the global president, my boss, your boss, everybody's boss, who has just entered the TikTok room. He's been on StreamYard thus far. Good morning, Your Excellency. How are you today?
Good morning to you, the OO1 Global Security Cluster of the Global Clusters in the person of retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. It's a wonderful. I already kickstart the program.
Yep, so I can see, as always.
I've been trying to reach out to you.
Yes, I actually saw that message late. I do. I'm very, very grateful to you for everything that you're doing and all the support that you're giving me. And obviously, as you all know, I got some good news myself this week. I've been elevated in Nigeria, and this is the beginning of magical times. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's well-deserved elevation. It's a well-deserved elevation. You deserve it.
Thank you.
You've been putting a whole lot of work. Since last year that we met, and we decided to say, okay, my father's land will not look like this, and I have all of this knowledge, and I have all of this information.
That's right.
And I know what to do. Then you volunteered to always come every Saturday to educate us.
That's correct.
To ensure that we all have the right information as regards security and all of that. So well deserved.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
More crowns, more elevation, more promotion, and more recognitions, more awards.
Amen. 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 Thank you very much. This week, as I was saying, and I'm actually glad that you're here already. This week, one of the things I really want to talk about is our good friend Donald J. Trump, who has decided now that he is in charge of the world, and as such, if Nigeria doesn't behave himself, he wants to send people into Nigeria. Now, I do not want to go into, everybody jumping in and giving me their 10 cents worth. All I really want to talk about is this. Now, I don't blame the man, right? I don't blame the man. What I do, however, blame, and who I do, however, blame, is the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and in particular, if the reports that I've read are correct, why are Nigerians writing to Donald Trump or calling Donald Trump to come in and intervene? Right? That's one question, right? That's one question. The other question is this. Now, we have been talking now for a good few weeks. Now, remember, we're talking security here, right? And we are Africans. Our mantra is manga, make Africa, and in particular Nigeria, great again. Now, we have a problem in our country, like every country on earth has a problem in its, right? In America today, we have a problem whereby Black people feel like America, under Trump, they're trying to take them back into slavery days, where a Black person is seen but never heard. Right? Where in an America today, where as a Black person, white people don't believe that you can own that beautiful house or that beautiful car. Right? We're in America today that believes that Black person wearing that wonderful suit is not the boss of that particular company. We are in an America today that doesn't believe that you, the police officer that just stopped that car, has actually stopped your boss. Right? He is an FBI agent, special agent. He is the chief of police, your boss. They don't believe that. Right? Now, you as a Nigerian have now decided, somebody said that Muslims are killing Christians or Christians are killing Muslims. We have religious unrest, we have tribal unrest, etc., and so forth. So I tell you what, we won't call Ibrahim Traore a progressive African, right, who has stood up to the West, right, and is trying to encourage the rest of Africa to come together, right, so that we can have our own passport, our own identity, our own currency, our own independence, our own everything under Africa. And you decide to go and call Donald Trump the one man who believes that wherever he puts his feet, he has to own. Now, I come back to you again. Where is the security? Now, I am the 001 Global Security Clusters of the Global Cluster, and I answer to His Excellency Dr. Adekunle Badmus. I am now also the Director for Security and Protocol under the National Youth Alliance, under the presidency of Ambassador Aliyu bin Abbas. And I have been putting my same message forward to both presidents that, listen, I'm not here to play, right? Just like President Adekunle Badmus, I'm not here to blow smoke, right? I'm not here to blow smoke. I'm not here to play, right? Security is our priority as Africans, right? Not only do we want to secure the land known as Africa, but we're also here to secure our minds and our mindset, right? Now, if you don't secure your mind and your mindset, how can we, as Africans, honestly say that we are ready as people, ready as generals and lieutenants? How can we say we're ready as directors and professionals and technocrats, right? How can we say that we are ready to get in there, right? To get in there and rule our country, to govern our country, and to let the rest of the Western world especially know that we are actually great people. When every second of every minute of every day, all we're doing is we're running to the West, believing that if the West don't do it, it can't be done. Now, I ask you, we need to wake up. You know, we really do. We need to wake up. I say this every week, right? I say this every week. We need to wake up. We need to recognize who we are, right? I mean, His Excellency, Dr. Bagner says, we are aspiring. We are upcoming. We are progressive. We want to. But then I come back and I ask you that same question. Do we? Are we? Will we? Should we? Right? For how long do we want to allow other people to dictate how secure we're supposed to be? Right? For how long? Right? Now, for those of you who love this, right? I am gonna be in Nigeria come January. I am looking to go out there. I am looking to put my voice out there. Come what may, right? Africans don't just unite. Africans, wake up. Wake up. Right? How secure do you think we're going to be as a nation when you have people like Donald Trump who couldn't organize the letters of his name to make his name? Right? We're trying to organize our country. We're trying to organize our security. We're trying to organize everything that is African so that it can once again be African. Right? But then you're leaving that organization to someone who couldn't organize how to put his clothes on in the morning. Right? I'm not afraid of Trump. Right? I'm not afraid of Trump. In fact, I'm not afraid of any world leader because I've got a voice and I'm using it. Right? When you deal with security, you're not here to be scared of people. You're here to let people know who you are and how you, and where you stand. Right? As an African, as a Nigerian, right? For me, Trump's comments or whatever it was he said, for me is a slap in the face and disrespect to me as a Nigerian. Right? It's been said in the past, and I'm saying it again, we don't need the West. The West needs us. Right? We have so much resources, so much talent, and so many good and straight-thinking people who happen to be Africans, and in particular Nigerians, that we don't need them to tell us what to do. We need to tell ourselves what to do and start doing it. Right? And there's no point, and I can't stress this enough, there is no point you being educated up to doctorate level or professor level and not know the right thing to do at the right time. Right? There is no point in you having all these degrees in engineering, in medicine, in philosophy, in psychology, in whatever, and yet your country and your nation still looks like it needs to have its backside wiped. Right? I am begging, right? I am begging Nigerians to stop compromising your security, right? In the name of, oh, you know, if our people won't listen, we will call somebody else to come and do it. You know, I even heard and read this week that you've got the Chinese working in Nigeria. But are you guys crazy? The Chinese are not there to help you. They're not there to help you. They're there to take the minerals that you've got there to take back to China. All right? Under the guise of Trump, back off, because if you don't back off, we'll beat you up. Yeah, they'll beat up Trump because Trump wants to come and do what you're doing. Right? Trump wants to come into Africa to take what you're taking. Right? That's what he wants to do. I don't understand why you've got the Chinese employing Nigerians in Nigeria, where you should be employing the Chinese in Nigeria. Right? Comrade Cool J, right? I want to hear from you. I want to hear your take on this because I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. You know, I'd like to hear from you because obviously, you know, you come here and you participate and you offer some insights as well. You know, like everybody else. I really would like to hear from you, Mr. Cool J. Please, you know, about as you can see, I'm kind of heated up this morning.
Yeah, my brother. There's something with it, you know. There's something that say cool down. Where you cool down? You see, I'm sorry, you know. I thank God for my life today. I don't believe on books written or because most people come to TikTok, they come to rap. And if you go to, they don't have any life experience. If when they come to TikTok, they can rap and people will just clap for them. They are rapping. So go to AI, Google. I don't have time for those nonsense, you know. And not to disrespect the house, I'm happy to be with you guys. I thank God for my life today, for what have happened and my experience. And I say I thank God. I was born in Ghana from the western region of Ghana. And for a very important royal family who had been existing since the 11th century in Ghana. And before I moved to Nigeria at the age of 4. So all my life was in Lagos. Before I left Nigeria at the age of 23, I traveled abroad. And it's a pity. People don't know. And I just want to summarize to tell people, the most beautiful country in the world is Nigeria.
Amen.
And this is a country that was gifted with everything you can talk about. Everything. I saw it with my 2 eyes. I saw Nigerian beauty with my 2 eyes. I want to tell people, the nickname of Nigeria is called Small London. The nickname of Nigeria was called Small London. I'm not telling you a book I read for somewhere. Was called Small London. When Festac Town exists, in Festac Town. They have their workers. They have what is called a telephone booth. They have telephone booth. They have everything. Festac Town is just like a country of its own. When they have Nigeria Mohammed International Airport, Lagos to Nigeria was 24 naira, 1978. Lagos to Ghana, Accra, Kotoka Airport from Moritala, one way, less than 1 hour is how much? 24 naira. Nigeria was called Small London. The beauty, the people. Nigeria was the only country in Africa. They have multiple universities. They're educated, they're civilized, they're exposed. There is no country in Africa we compare itself with. There's no country from Africa we compare itself with Nigeria with everything. So Ghana, so Nigeria has everything. Now, what happened to Nigeria? I want to tell people. I call them civilized area boys. I call them civilized area boys. They started from the military. These are all area boys civilized with uniform. This is where they come, they start causing the damage from Nigeria. The military men of Bosonjo was among the group. They were just pushing Nigeria, scattering Nigeria. Nigerians were looking. Now, let's talk about today we are talking now. Don't forget, we have all foreign journalists. When Nigeria was doing their last election, they knew what happened. Nobody traveled back to write and to talk about what the foreign journalists witnessed in Nigeria's last election. Nobody does that. Because their interest has been done. This Boko Haram we are talking about, these are area boys. These are area boys they gave business to do. It's business. They give them business in Italy, we call them mafias. In Italy today, Because I've traveled a lot. I spent years in Italy. If they caught any group of criminals in Italy, any group of criminals in Italy, the lowest age they will give one is 120 years. Jail, any group, because Italian constitution said the most dangerous people is group of criminals. Because if you catch one, the rest will grow. If you catch 10, the rest will grow. If you catch 20, the rest will grow. Italy said the most dangerous group of criminals is group, because you don't know how many cities they have. So how can you capture the whole group? They make a law constitution. If you're a group of criminals, if you're caught, it's from 100 years jail. Nigeria today, we have about 2,000 criminals group in Nigeria. 80% they are in government. They don't have feelings. They don't care. It's just to collect the money, drop 80% in their foreign account. And this has been going on. Atiku knew. Obasanjo knew. They all knew because they have their group. And if you talk, you go to jail. If you talk, you will be banned. If you talk, they do everything. This Boko Haram, what are they doing? They are selling human being parts. That is only what they are doing. They are selling human being, and the Aso Rock knew about it. They knew, because that is the highest business in Africa. Africa, they are so healthy. Africa, they are so healthy. Every country in the world needs the African body parts. Every country in the world needs the African body part, because that is the only healthy body part you can get any planet of the world, 8 continents. And they knew nobody can come and talk. Kanu was about talking. Kanu is in jail. You can negotiate with Boko Haram. You can negotiate with Boko Haram. Negotiate with them till tomorrow. But Kanu will come out to voice out with anger. Will come out to speak with anger. Why can this happen in our land? If there is a system, let our people go. Kanu come to voice out. We paid. That Kanu now is a bad person. So this has been going on. Even the African organization cannot even say, no, enough is enough. And that is why today, Burkina Faso say no. Mali say no. Senegal, the young president, say no. Go and see what is happening in African countries. They are saying no. We can't be treated like this. Nigerians, some part of Nigerians, people, population, some part of Nigerian population, they forget social media is worldwide. It will remain what you said. They come out to say it's not only Nigeria. America should leave us alone. Oh God. So Nigerians will come out to say it's not only Nigeria. America should leave us alone. So selling human being parts is a business. Treating human being bad is a business. Arresting innocent people is a lifestyle. Suffering and smiling is a lifestyle. So if you ask me today, enough is enough. If, for instance, as we are talking now, if, for instance, the America go underground, combine with Nigerian military and overthrow, Nigeria will not know. Nigeria will not know. If America now go underground, combine with Nigerian military and overthrow Nigeria, Nigeria will not know. Maybe in 10, 20 years, say, oh, it's America who did it. Nigeria will not know. But America never used underground. America come forward and say, America don't want to talk about the whole story. If America break the story down, people say, you never take care of your country, finish. You won't come take care of us. That's why America always one word. The killing of the Christians. Nigeria have to be smart. Nigerians, please, people have to be smart. America know the story. And don't forget, Donald Trump is once in the streets. Donald Trump is a nigger. That man is in the streets. He knew everything. You know how to make quick money. You know how to sell powder. You know about prostitution. You know about selling human parts. You know about kidnapping. This man was once in the street. Because anybody who is a billionaire anywhere in the world, 50% of your money is a black money. Donald Trump is once in the street. He knew the game. He knew the game. That is why with his own brain, he only has one word. He said the killing of the Christians. Because he didn't want to go deeper. Because he knew the game. He's saying to Nigerians, the group criminals in Nigeria need to go down. That is what he's saying. He's not just saying the killing of Christians. No. It's not challenging the group. Exactly what he said to Colombia, to Mexico. He said, when you're pumping drugs in our country, it's enough. Because bad groups, they don't have feelings. Any bad groups don't have feelings. They can come and speak English and speak grammar. They don't have feelings. Their mission is to make money. And they don't care how you feel if I make money from you. So now Donald Trump is saying the killing of the Christians. He's only trying to say on the ground, regime change, enough is enough. So if you ask me not to take your time, please, the country needs help. The country, I'm from Ghana. Ghana is not represented, but today in West Africa, Ghana is small London. I don't want to go there. Burkina Faso says no, it's a no. Senegal says no, it's a no. And Nigeria, the biggest country in Africa, the highest population, the only country in the world that God has given gifts, and come to look about the poorest people. People say, Nigeria, they enjoy. How many percent? It's just 10% living fine in Nigeria. 10%. See, I'm not here to speak English. It's only 10% Nigeria are living good life. 90% are suffering. So if Trump says he's coming to make regime change, I beg, if it can happen, I support. If you don't like what I'm saying, I'm sorry. That is what I say in reality. That is my own idea. That is what I will say. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Can I
jump into that?
Yes, please do. Please do.
Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, please. I should go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Cool J. And I can see from which passion you're talking from, and it's really, really, really a great one to talk like this. You know, it shows that it's go ahead to show your love for Nigeria. You love us. We love you too as a brother, and we love everything you've said. However, is that yes, you're right. You're very, very correct. When a purpose of a thing is not discovered, abuse is inevitable, and there will be a lot of bad moves and all of that. When you are a giant and you don't realize who you are, maybe you will need some sort of triggering to be able to understand who you are. Yes, we condone all of these insurgencies. We actually allowed it. We were the one that allowed it. We don't even realize ourselves, because if we realize ourselves, on a good day, all Nigerians should leave Nigeria. You know, we should all be in Nigeria, you know, putting our talents, putting our effort to make the Nigeria we all dream of a better place to be, and pour out our knowledge, information, and connections. You can see most of the Nigerians on this platform right now, we are actually abroad. I'm streaming from Turkey. You know, the host is streaming from the United Kingdom, travel with place, United Kingdom. You know, some other people here is only, I know of Chinchon in Nigeria, Person Cypher is in Nigeria, and you can see numbers, and maybe along there, maybe another country or so.
So what I would try to say, a lot of Nigerian, based on who they are and what they want for their life, they have to draw their own plan and just excuse themselves from what's going on at home, and so as to build themselves. And I see that a lot of us, we have actually built ourselves to some certain extent, and we are ready right now to effect change. And we are ready to effect change. We don't want war in our father's land. We don't want some sort of killings and all of that. But we don't equally like the insecurity. But every Nigerian needs to listen to this and needs to come together and unite and know that we need to end insecurity. Insecurity is not adding any value to us, and it's only benefiting some few people. I was trying to look for something that I saw that I don't know how true it is. The Sultan of Sokoto said something.
Oh, it looks like we've lost him for a second there. Oh, there it is.
Sorry. Okay. He's saying that you're fighting Almighty Allah if you fight Boko Haram. I was like, it's not connecting. Maybe you check it. The Sultan of Sokoto is saying that. I saw it in our executive, because I'm part of the executive of all Nigerians in the Republic of Turkey, and it was dropped in our group there, in our WhatsApp group. What's this? I don't understand. You understand? It doesn't correlate. So, which connotes the president knew about it, everybody knew about all of these things that is going on, and they allowed it. They allowed it. We allowed it. And I wouldn't blame all the Nigerians that are crying out to Donald Trump, come and save us. And when Donald Trump mentioned one statement, Chinese too knew about it. They are not saying we'll back Nigeria. How? One thing I want to say here is that leaving the natural resources, that we all have, natural resources are benefits to humanity. When you have something, you don't enjoy it alone. For instance, my brother here, the retired colonel, have knowledge of security. He is not enjoying it alone. I'm enjoying from it, and I'm getting something from it because it will give me an information. This is how it should be. When he was in Nigeria, he was telling me this how security should be. That means I'm enjoying from it. I have a brother from Turkish that will tell me, oh, this is how things should look like. You understand? And that means I'm enjoying from it. So everybody can enjoy from it. We're all human beings. That is not where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is that, if you have a problem and you know that it's a problem for your people, and you still allow it to thrive, that is more than wickedness. I don't know what to call it. You know it's a problem, you know it's for your people, and you decide to keep your people still under that problem. Late Sonny Abacha said something. He said, when an insurgency lasts for 24 hours in a nation, it means the government hand is in it. Group of people cannot just stay in one place and start disrupting the entire nation, killing people, bombing places, doing all manner of things. And at the end of the day, we are now saying that somebody said he wants to end it, and we are now saying that the person wants to come and take our mineral resources. mineral resources or non mineral resources, we want to live. We want to live because we are not doing what we're supposed to do. And that is why the person is looking into us. Imagine a world where and what even, how were they able to start this thing first? And that was what we're discussing this morning. They first of all make some group of people vulnerable, kept them in poverty. Poverty is the origin of these things. And how does poverty emerge? Poverty is not the lack of money in the bank account. Someone has defined poverty to be passing over opportunities repeatedly. Poverty, again, has been defined as the poor state of your mind. You understand? Because the quality of your mind will determine the quality of your life. So the way you reason, the way you think, and all of that. So these people kept some certain people in poverty. They were able to control the way they think. They were able to optimize them, indoctrinate them, and now at the end of the day, they actually now use them for their own enterprise. People make billions from insecurity, so they don't want it to go away. But we can make money legally in another way. Must it be that in killing ourselves? Must it be in kidnapping ourselves? And that is why we all need to come together. Security is not one man's business. It's everybody coming together to agree that we need to end it. And if we cannot end it alone, I don't think it's a bad thing to get help. Colonel Oshin, the 001 Global Security Cluster, was a British born. He didn't step his foot in Nigeria until he was 17 years. When he was born in Britain, got all the trainings, knew how Britain was able to keep all of their things and everything, retired from there, came home and said, everything looks odd to him, the way we do security, the way we do things. He said, why are they doing security like this? This is not the proper way of doing security. This is how we do security in the United Kingdom. This is how we've been able to use to put the United Kingdom together. So it's a no-brainer. If you don't realize yourself, you don't know who you are, then someone will trigger you. I think this should trigger every Nigerian, every African, every Nigerian to be precise, because this is pointed at Nigeria. That we should understand that we all need to stand up, just like our former national anthem says. We all need to arise, like the compatriots. We all need to come up and, end this insecurity. And how can we do that? By ensuring that every neighborhood we all hail from will end poverty. And poverty of what? Poverty of the mind. Just help someone end their poverty of the mind. Let them get quality learning. Let them understand that they need to engage in critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking, thinking out of the box. Understanding what nature has given to them, the importance of agriculture, the importance making them to understand that they are all product of agriculture, and understanding how they can take advantage of that. 85% of the whole of Africa is green. There's a lot of advantages there. It's capable of taking us out of any poverty, sustaining us. We are now in a country where we have plenty, we still import food. So all of these things are what fuel, they are the ingredients for the insecurity we all face. And if somebody said you're not doing it right, it's not that we don't know how to do it right. It's not that the people involved, they are not wise. It's not that they are moving. They know what to do. They are not just doing what they need to do. But for me, I would not say no to Trump, And I will not say that, and I will want to say to all of us that we must end insecurity. People should be able to walk freely. Why is it that when I'm in Turkey, I have rest of mind to say, okay, I can walk anytime. But when I'm in Nigeria, once it's late, you say, no, I don't want to risk it. You understand? You know, we'll be looking at what to walk and when not to walk. We shouldn't put, that is, you know, we have controlled our mentality that our environment is not secure. If we are bringing an expatriate from abroad, we want to secure them, we hire police, we hire this, we hire protocols, we hire different bodyguards and all of that. You know, one of our expatriates was telling me one day, and we're talking, I will be ending with this. He said, there's no life here. He said, look at it, I can't even walk on the road. He said, no life. There's no life. I can't even walk freely without thinking that somebody is hiring me and trying to adopt me or something. He's a white man. He said, I can't even walk. Is there life here? There's no life. I must be indoor all the time or around the compound. And if I'm going out, I must be inside the car. And when I'm going to walk in somewhere, I must be in that place. So, Niger thinks. Let us think about all of these things. Let us reflect and let us do the right thing. And let us join this, everyone talking about security. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, Olorunbe, go ahead.
Sir, I would like to contribute to the insecurity happening in Nigeria. I think this insecurity is politically motivated because, you know, and also I don't believe in West. West have their own interest as well. I can remember vividly when Jonathan was in power. I think our Nigeria had the best economy in the world then. And then Obama was the president of USA. When they realized that Nigeria were getting better in terms of economy, they started throwing a lot of games that Obama was trying to cleanse a particular ethnic, I think Hausas. And then Chippewa issue came up. And then they sent Kerry, which was the secretary to the United States government, to support the opposition party, which now APC. Along the line, they ensured that they remove Jonathan. And then Jonathan, at that time, he had already conquered so many states where Boko Haram have already conquered. When they realized that Jonathan government was getting, when they realized that they are getting it right in terms of defeating insecurity, they ensured that Nigerian lost it along the way. I think that is what they are trying to do again. If you look at our economy now, Tinubu is trying, is getting it right away. Now, Donald Trump came out last week and said that he was going to bomb some part of the area where Boko Haram is. And we all know what America do when it comes to war. They will bring in their arsenal, wage a war, and leave their arsenal behind when they go back. So from there, another set of group will pick up the arsenal and started disturbing the country. As far as I'm concerned, we don't want them in Nigeria. We know that we are facing a lot of challenges, but we will find solution to it. There are so many things attached to this insecurity, and all Nigerian politicians knows about it. They know themselves. They know whom the program is, the people who are sponsoring them. They know. So, I think it's high time for we Nigerians to continue to raise our voice, to let them know that people are dying. We don't want this to happen again. They should stop doing it. I can't welcome US in my country to come and help us. If they come, they will have problem to the problem that we have. Look at what happened in Libya, Iran, and then I think Syria. The guy they call terrorist is now the one they are supporting. They even invited him to their to Washington over office after the guy conquered the main I think Assad. After he conquered him, that is how America behaved. As long as the president in power is not in support of them, they will try to play their game. Since Trump came into power, Tinubu have not come to meet him at over office. Maybe that one could also contribute to what he said last week. I believe that we will get it right. We know what we are doing. I just pray that they got we God help our politician to have mercy on masses. Mr. Larumbe.
We don't have any idea what
Travel in case you will be speaking now, but I don't want to say this. If Nigeria was supposed to be a state under the United States, but now we are now United States of America. If they now make Nigeria a state and Nigeria standing alone, which one will you prefer? Mr. Larumbe, this question is to you. Can you repeat what you said, please? If Nigeria is allowed to be a state under the United States of America, which means now they just announced that Nigeria is now one of the states, out of all the states in the United States. So it means all Nigerians, you are freely to go to, Australia, Texas, California. We are now a state. We have been adopted as a state under the United States of America, or Nigeria standing alone. Which one will you prefer, Mr. Larumbe? Well, I would prefer to be under United States, but as it stands now, Nigeria is still a sovereign country, so they need to respect us. Sir, see, you see, you're talking. Let me show my face. I'm going to 1 minute, please. You see, I deliberately came up with anyone listening in all of the social media platforms. We're streaming on Sparkle, we're streaming on YouTube, we're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on TikTok, and we're streaming on the StreamYard. Now, I want you to understand something. I just wanted to bring out something from your heart. I know what you need, and I'm correct. You need peace, Mr. Larumbe. You need sovereignty. You need convenience. But again, you felt if someone is giving you this convenience, you don't want the person to benefit from you. That is the same. That is what you're saying. But me, Adekunle Badmus, give me the peace, benefit from me. Do you understand? And I know that is the true nature of all Nigerians. And that is why I told you that If Nigeria is adopted, if America said now Nigeria is part of us, is our nation, today, every Nigerian in the diaspora will come back to Nigeria. I can tell you that. If Nigeria were to be under the leadership of Donald Trump, and it's another, I'm telling you, because which means I can just fly with my passport to California right now. I can fly with my passport to any of the states in the United States of America. I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer. It's a real deal. Collaboration is the new oil. We must understand the survival strategies that we are talking about. And that is why we meet and we talk about these things every Monday, even in the global clusters. If you really want to survive, you need someone that has an upper hand to help you. They have gone far. All of this hunger is still killing people in Nigeria. Hunger. And we have so many Greenland. People die of hunger. People barely survived. So, if you agree, it negates most of your statement that you have said that, oh, we don't want America, this thing. It's just that you're just following the masses to say we don't want America and all of that. Maybe you are okay and all of that. I'm okay too. I'm not even in Nigeria. But the truth of the matter is that if Nigeria were to be a state, anybody that is saying they don't want America to come, my question for them is that if Nigeria were to be a state under the United States, will you love it or not? Travel with grace. Over to you, sir. Man.
Good morning, everyone. I'm trying not to boil here, honestly speaking, with all these things. I'm trying. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, our Honorable Global President. I thank you. I thank everyone on the call. I won't take your time, but I want us to realize that since this thing happened, have we noticed that we have been divided as a country and as a nation? We have been divided. And this is what happens. And it's normal. And everybody is welcome to their own opinion. Honestly speaking, it is a free world. You are open, you are welcome to your opinion. And even as we are being divided. But have we asked ourselves, that is anyone, whether we believe in Donald Trump interfering or we don't, has anyone in Nigeria right now, has Nigeria happened to anybody in our family, we on this platform right now? Has Nigeria happened to us? I don't think so. We're just hearing it. I don't think Nigeria has really, really happened to us. Because trust me, if there's one person here that Nigeria has actually happened to, their song will be different to what they're saying right now. Because we know what they need to do. Everybody knows what they need to do. But nobody is doing it. It took America one word, and now they are now running around helter-skelter. I'm not going to repeat anything that anybody says. There's no need for us to be, beating about the bush. But we should always ask ourselves because what we are doing is we are reacting. We are not reasoning. Yeah? We are not reasoning. But if Nigeria has happened to any of our family here, I think we will be reasoning. Really. I felt the same way when I heard this news. I'm like, go and sit down somewhere. You just need us. But then I started seeing the way even our president was. Have you noticed that everybody, oh no, it's not Christian that they're killing. They're killing both. Who cares? The point is the country is unsafe. Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? They was giving excuses. Useless excuses. Because they have not kidnapped any of our family here. That's why we're sitting down here and we are saying all these things that we are talking about. Because none of our family here on this planet, on this platform, has been a victim. That's the only thing that I'm going to say. But put yourself in the position of those victims. For once, don't imagine. Just put yourself. Just put yourself in their position, and tell me if you're going to be saying America should not say anything. We all know. Everybody knows that America wants oil. In life, it's win-win situation. If you don't want them there, sort it out. That's all I want to know. And that's all I want to say.
Hello, ma. I really respect your opinion. I am not saying that America should not help us. They can help us with their hardware, but we don't want their visuality in our soil. Look, let us reflect to where America have gone to wage war. Look at Libya. Look at what is still happening in Libya now. Look at what is happening in Afghanistan.
My brother.
Understand.
If I can just jump in there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely loving the direction to which this is now suddenly taking. Now I'm going to speak now as a retired soldier.
Yes, sir.
Now, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George W. Bush, George Bush, Mr. Carter, Mr. Reagan. Here's something I want you guys to all implant in your thinking. Now, everybody is fixated, and I will use that word, fixated on, oh, it's America. Maybe if America comes to Nigeria, that means my family can go to America. Just like His Excellency just said, if Nigeria was a state in America, would you be happy? Right? Now, check this out. America, as a Nigerian in America, as a black person in America, you can't walk freely. Right? Now, imagine that in Nigeria, right? Americans in Nigeria, and you can't walk freely in Nigeria, right? You're no longer slaves, right? But all of a sudden, you now have slave masters, right? Just imagine that. Just put that in your thought, right? And as somebody said, look at Libya, right? A country that once upon a time was running itself freely, right? Look at Iraq. Look at Iran. Yeah? Look at all these countries, right? That were once fine until somebody somewhere realized that there's something that we can gain from here. And I tell you what we'll do. We'll put insurgents in there, right? To rustle up a little bit of trouble. I'll tell you what. How can we start this trouble? Boko Haram. A Muslim outfit. We heard last week that some of them went into a church and shot somebody. I tell you what, that's what we'll use. We'll put it out there to the world that they're all killing each other, right? And we have to go in there and save the day. Now, there's a Yoruba adage that says, "Eni to ba ma da aso fun eni, ti ara e la koko wo." Right? The person that is going to tell you what to wear or teach you about fashion, I have to see what you're wearing first. Right? Now, when you switch on YouTube or you switch on the news and listen to the latest news about racism in America, right? Ordinarily, as a black person, you're driving your car, you get stopped, and they will trump up all sorts of different excuses as to why they have to put you in handcuffs and march you out to the police station and then put some charges against you that the judge won't even look into, but they will charge you anyway. Right? And you're the person who wants to now go to another part of the world, Africa, where there's a lot of black people, and you want to teach them how to live in peace. right? There's no peace in America at the moment. I haven't been to America. I haven't been back to America since 1995. And bearing in mind, I lived in America for a little while. I haven't been back since because it's not safe for a black person or a person of color, right? And yet one of these people who hasn't addressed that issue in his own country that he's running wants to come and address it in the country where my father and my mother were born.
Can I jump into that?
Yeah, I'll give you. Give me 1 minute. Now,
all right.
I don't mind Trump sitting at the United Nations and asking the factions in Nigeria to get a grip. I don't mind that. But I tell you what, here's my question before I hand over to His Excellency. What would have been wrong if people like Nnamdi Kanu and all the others wrote a letter to Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso, right? A young man who has shown us that as an African leader, right, I can stand up to the West whilst at the same time asking my people, the Africans, to unite and showing you by way of him coming into power, right, and rejuvenating his country by putting into his country the things that are needed in that country and building unity. You've got people from Burkina Faso leaving England to go back to Burkina Faso. You've got people in America who are from Burkinabe going back to Burkina Faso because of the fact that they've seen progress there. But in Nigeria, your leadership there, right, are not doing anything because they're looking at if they do anything, they will not get aid from the same people who are keeping you in bondage and slavery. Right? So think that over. I'm going to hand you over to His Excellency.
All right. Thank you very much, our host, the OON Global Security Cluster of the Global Clusters, Sir Michael Gbenga Oshin, retired colonel. I want to say this. In every nation, there is the good, the bad, the hungry. So this is not actually about America or Nigeria. But what we're trying to say is that some group of people cannot bring themselves together. Do you know how we're being humiliated? They will even come when the new notes came out. In their bush, they have access to enough new notes. Why citizens were killing themselves?
Yes.
In the bank.
Yes.
To get some of their cash. They don't have access to. They have access to so many things.
Exactly.
New cars, new ammunition, and we have a gate. We have customs. We have everything. And they have access to everything. See, sir, when you talk about America not really safe, I agree because, again, I want to say this. If you are in a country, you don't expose yourself to be vulnerable, as in to be attacked or something. You need to learn how the neighborhood operates.
100.
You need to sabi. That's why we talk about sabification revolution. We're talking about the base of sabing yourself and sabing your environment. You need to know what the environment. As that vulnerable environment in the United States, yes. But let me tell you something. If you put, let's say, the 100% of Nigerians that has traveled to the United States, if you put them together, what is the percentage of those that are actually victims of circumstances? What is the percentage of those that emerge and become something good for themselves and for their family? You will discover that the graph will tell you that most people that have emerged through their schooling or their traveling to the United States and it has bettered their life for it, it has done something good for them
concerning that there are more than those that have been victim of circumstance, and that makes that place one of the better places for all Nigerians. And that is why, up to now, the next available date to do interview for the United States might be 2028. You understand? Because all Nigerians still gravitate towards it because they see that. One of my friends said, you know, tí o bá ṣorí, tí o bá ní orí burúkú ní Nàìjíríà, tó bá dé America aṣorí, tó bá ti lè ṣiṣẹ́. I just want to put that there. Now, what I'm trying to say to you is that, again, we know what to do, but we're not doing it. And someone is saying, someone that today, America is a place everybody, not just Nigerians, even every African would like to go to. I understand where you think, the way of your reasoning. Number one, you're a British born. British have allied with America. You colonize the United States. You don't need visa to go to the United States. When you live in a house of plenty, it doesn't mean anything to you anymore. But for someone like us that we struggled, you understand? I was homeless 25 years ago. You understand? So I went to squat. My father went to squat. We were squatting. We were meeting on the road. So I am talking from my own place. So we cannot, because we have different background. A poor man in UK is different from a poor man in Nigeria.
Oh, I agree.
So if you say, oh, my family is just average in the UK, but yeah, in the UK, there's a lot of support.
Yeah, but Your Excellency, I'm agreeing. I'm actually agreeing with you to a degree. But where I have a problem, right? We've been at least we've been on this platform for a little while now. Now, what you know, as we all know, we have a mantra, and our mantra is to make Africa and Nigeria great again, right? Now, if we're trying to make Africa and Nigeria great again, why are we still looking for Western interference, right, in a problem that can be sorted out by all Africans sitting down together, right? We've already identified the fact that there are certain African nations who, right, are striving to make Africa great again, right? And yet you still believe that Western interference is the way forward if we want to get there.
Thank you. It's because we are not ready.
Yes, but you have a.
Let's take it from this initiative, this security revolution initiative. We came to Nigeria last year. We visited some people. We told them they gave us sweet words, right? Sir, I want you to respond to me, sir.
Yeah. I am.
They gave us sweet words. All of the sweet words they give to us, who has taken action on all of those sweet words? Do you understand my point?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We've been here talking about this man wants to come to Nigeria. Let's give him a soft landing. Let's do this. At the point, you know, all of the movement, all of the calls, all of the people we have talked to, these are people that have been affected by this same insecurity. But they are not ready. And let me tell you something. We brought the global clusters. I've seen OBJ on this. OBJ quickly said, organize something. He gave me a barrister. The barrister will be following up. He will not tell me this thing. I've seen IBB. I've seen the people, the who is who in the this thing. I've seen it. So many people. And they all said, okay, it's a good one. It's a good one. Let's do it. Let's do it. But it's still in their mouth. Let's do it. And they are not doing anything. It's just you are not ready. For me, for us, even in the global cluster now, we are now talking, seeking foreign aids, foreign grants in an initiative born by a Nigerian that Nigerians should champion.
I saw Tony Elumelu. I sent to his PA. Who do you want to talk that is powerful that I have not seen, that I have not tried to see? I wrote to the presidency. Somebody was telling me to see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I need to bring so amount. 400 million. This one. I said, for what? To see the vice president, you need to pay so amount. I said, for what? What purpose? So what I'm trying to let you understand is that, you see, we're saying, yes, manga, make African and Nigerian great again. But sir, if we need the foreign aid to be able to move us from where we are to where we ought to be, so be it. Because for me, even me, I came out and I had my opinion. I'm a Nigerian. Great initiative of the global clusters. The first nation building social media platform. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa to the world. I've been talking on the radio, on the TV. I was calling the president out. I was saying, support the global clusters. Let us empower our people. Let us do this. Let us do that. Let us do this. Let us do that. We're coming live. We are live now on TikTok. It's not that some politicians have not seen us. It's not that they've not seen our quotes. It's not that they've not seen this thing. Why is it that it will be, let's say we are here now abusing the president, you will see that people will call us. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Why is it that the girl, the lady that abused the president went viral than we that we are talking about? Let us all come together and build our nation. So what am I trying to say to you, sir? What I'm trying to say to you is that even we at the global cluster now, we need funding. The global security cluster needs funding. Why you see in the United Kingdom? Because nobody is ready to give you soft landing in your father's land. Nobody is taking the bull by the horn. You understand? You spend your time to come on this live to educate your people, to say, I'm ready. I'm a Nigerian. My parents are Nigerian. I'm ready to come and give support. I'm ready to come and train the police. I'm ready to come and train the security men. I'm ready to do this. You said you're ready to do it for free. Just give me soft landing. Give me accommodation. Give me what I will use to sustain myself. Because I have my sustain in the UK. I've lived you're almost 60 years old. And you've lived all your life in the United Kingdom. You have your system in the United You tell me to say no?
No, of course not.
Do you understand? You will not tell me to say no because you know that this $1 billion will be able to position the global security, all of the revolution. It will position the global security cluster well. We position the mind surgery well. We position the humanity revolution well. We position the genuine love revolution well. We position the people-to-people revolution well. We position the certificate revolution well. We position every of our revolution well. So President Sapran is the 002 genuine love revolution. Every Wednesday is been talking about this revolution, and we need to create an institute where we train people, where we do this, where we do that, and all of these things. And we need funding, we need support, we need our people to come together. But they are not coming together. How many people is on this live? Just 10. Let's go and see Zazu.
let's Putin go live right now. He will be pulling more than 1,000, 2,000 people, and they will be glaring at him, doing whatever he's doing. So what are we talking about? Are we ready? We're not ready. We're a group of people that are not ready. So if we are ready, and you want you to bring an idea and not have it, people are not jumping into it. A lot of us want something that is already successful. Let Elon Musk endorse Global Coaster today. You will see even most of the people that laughing behind the phone.
Yeah, but you need to log on your other phone. No,
they will all come out.
You already on.
You know?
Wait for me to get
also, you can mute yourself from that end. You understand? They will all come out. So that is what we're talking about. People want finished product. Our people want already stuff.
about to be 2 years old, but we have already attracted the attention of thousands of people. Right? We have already attracted that. And another thing I want to tell you is this, right? And this is me, this is how confident that I am about global clusters. You want to see the president, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You want to see his deputy. You want to see this person, that person. Believe me, they see you. Believe me, they hear you. Right? They can see you and they can hear you. And I can guarantee you this, the day that your phone is going to ring, right? That is the day that you'll realize that all of this that you're saying, right? It wasn't falling on deaf ears. They hear you, right? But I learned a very, very long time ago. And this is one of the reasons why I got into doing what I do, right? Somebody told me a very, very long time ago that if you want to build a house and you say you want to launch it, the people that you're calling to launch your project want to see your foundation. Right? Now you are laying down a very good foundation. And one of these days, all of these people will jump in there with you, right? And build it. That's number one. Number two, the reason why I said to you that it is better to go to somebody like Ibrahim Traore or any other sensible African leader, right, is this. When you see African leaders who take the resources from the country to pay off the debt that is owed to the West, right? I say to you, right, in Nigeria today, one thing that I am very confident of is the fact that whatever debt Nigeria owes the West, you can pull up about 2 or 3 people who can go into their own personal bank accounts and they can pay this off, right? When you are not indebted to somebody, they cannot call the tune in your country. Right? We are in the 21st century. When you go to America today, when you come to the United Kingdom today, right? You drive along roads that are safe. You've got street lighting. You've got constant electricity. You've got security in building. You've got security on the streets. You've got a centralized police service. You've got a centralized emergency service. But in Africa today, you don't have that. Right? Nigeria is supposed to be the giant of Africa, but we are looking like a 4th world country. Right? I'm not against America. Right? I'm against bigots. I'm against hypocrisy. Right? And in order for us to pull things back into place, let us secure our minds and do the right thing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. I want to allow President Cypran, please jump into this, please. President Cypran, what's your take on this?
Thank you so much, the global president. Thank you so much, the host of this security clusters, Colonel Michael. And every other person here, they travel with grace and can see closer reference. Okay. Yeah, I've been waiting for this time to speak. Yeah, I've been waiting for this time to speak. You know, every single thing I'm going to talk about, I'll try to give a little experience of it. Yeah, in my adage, there is something they usually say. If you're having a problem with someone now, the person can easily call you a mad man out of annoyance. It's not as if the person wants to. It's not as if you are mad in reality. Just like out of annoyance, say a mad man. You can even go ahead to mention it like 10 times, 20 times. No matter how loud the person shouts it. If those people passing around looks at you and you're dressing very well, you're not looking tattered, you're not naked, it's very difficult for them to believe that. But if someone is calling you a madman and you are naked or you're tattered, running around the street, no matter how much you shout to say you are normal, it's very difficult for people to believe you are. That's number one. Now, we all know what happened in all these countries with US. We all know what happened. And we don't really know the agreement in those countries. We don't really know the full setting of what the US made there. We are all scared that perhaps things may go out of hand. That's why we are bothered. We don't even know the agreement they have in, because if you read deeper, you find out how things turned upside down and how whatever that happened. So, this country has portrayed itself as, I don't know what to use to qualify it. I have chosen not to say bad things about the country because I cannot be part of those building and also be part of those destroying. But if I am permitted to say it the way it is, it's kind of hopeless. I am being sincere. Last 2 years, or last 3 years, I can't be sure. Okay, 2023, that's last 2 years. I wanted to travel to Turkey. In fact, I had already obtained the form from the global president through Godmore's learning center. He knows about it. Where I was living, I was living in a different part of this southeast. I was living with my family. At a point, because I was having I started going so viral on my couple page, Smiling Couple with my wife, make contents about marriage. It was all about teaching and lifestyle, showing what we do, how we do some chores together to bring balance, to make things easy for ourselves. And people were liking it. Before you know it, we started getting some invitation. Before we could know it, I started getting threats that, in fact, one of them said he knows where I live, that he knows everything about me, that they want to come, not as if I offended them, not as if I am part of them, not as if I am in any way against whatever they're doing. But they need money, that they just want me to keep money for them. Now, looking back, I couldn't comprehend the situation. I couldn't. Why? Of course, I had nothing. Compared to, as in, what exactly were they seeing? Question I was asking myself, what exactly were they seeing in me that made them believe I was going to give them any money? How much? Or were they hungry people? I quickly started reaching out to my guys, and they contacted SSS, contacted DSS, they did a background check, and they said, okay, fine. These people are in Abuja, these people are in Lagos, but they are not yet in Anambra State. That was what they told me. They said, okay, fine, don't go anywhere. As time went on, they sent me the picture of the entrance of the place where I live. While my guys were saying I shouldn't worry, why they gave me all the contacts to who to call and whatever. I am a Nigerian, born in Nigeria, stayed in Nigeria till this age I am. I know how it is with calling for help. I know how it is. Even before you will be answered, that number they said is a toll-free line. Your number might be 1,000. You have been killed. Everything have happened before the help will come. So after sitting down, even when my wife was telling me, oh, let's not worry, let's not do this, I was worried. I was thinking. Before I found out it's so, I said, okay, fine. Even if this thing isn't real, even if they're not going to come after all, fine. Let me be safe with my family first. That was how I left the state. I stayed in a hotel for almost 1 year. The house rent I paid elapsed before I could be able to get a resident here. So, today, even before today, you can hear of a boy called Fitch Magnet. I'm sorry I might be digressing a bit, but I want to bring us...
No, go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
I know some of you must have heard of Fitch Magnet. Fitch Magnet is from the same town. And he was killed. A young boy, I don't even know what he had. He had a very big billboard showing himself and his feet. making content, selling his fish, and people loved it because he was sincere. People loved it because he was doing what he said he was doing. They went to his place and then killed him. They kidnapped him, demanded for money, and then killed him. Now, when it was trending, I said something. I said, I don't know this person on a personal basis. I would have known, or maybe he must have been threatened. He must have seen signs. But he was having confidence that he was in a state run by a government. He was in a state that has all the security forces, including state-sponsored. Maybe he had the confidence that things wouldn't get out of hand, but unfortunately, he wasn't lucky. I left not because I have people, but I left because it's actually someone that is alive that will tell details. If you're not there, nothing more than condolence. No matter how much they bring to the table, nobody knows what impact you would have made in your life. You are gone, is that you are gone. This particular man that died, he was full of potential. He did all he did out of nothing. We talk about out of nothing. No sponsorship. I'm sorry to say this. One of the presidential candidates, I don't want to call him so that he won't look as if I'm campaigning. He said that whenever he sees people comparing American citizens, how they are proud of their country and Nigeria, that he weeps. Comparing Nigerian citizens and Nigeria and US citizens and Nigerian citizens, or maybe UK citizens, comparing them, being like they're patriotic, they love their country, and in Nigeria we don't love our country. Whenever he sees someone doing it, that he weeps. We asked him why. He said that if you have a business idea, all these people are doing here, another idea that is this thing, and you are a US citizen, you have already known where and where to go. Once that is tested, you're going to get a grant.
Yes.
It's the exact thing is in UK. But here, everybody you see that comes to limelight, that person suffered.
Mm-hmm.
That person suffered. I don't want to use myself as an example. Before they even hear your voice, I'm talking about when you hear your voice that people can easily reach you. You don't suffer. You don't suffer. And that is why people, how will I put it? People are easily driven. Okay. There was a time in this part of the country, I mean Southeast, where a non-state actor had to impose certain things, and it worked. Not even under compulsion. He said, this thing, don't do this. And the people obeyed it. When I was lending my voice, I said, if the government was competent, do you think people would have obeyed a non-state actor? It shows how much people have lost confidence in government. Nigeria, our giant of Africa, fine. What are we using to show for our giant being giant? What do we have to show for it? People in Nigeria leave this country to make exploits. I talk about my own experience. I was given automatic employment. I didn't get it till today. People that left immediately because their family had the means. They are doing better than me. If you're a giant of Africa, show why you're a giant of Africa. Okay, if the people that are actually killing Christians, I'm sorry to say this, are also killing Muslims, which I believe, because they don't come to count and remove some people before they strike. Why are you protecting them? Why? Yes. They should be a common enemy.
Yes.
They should be a common enemy. Now, if you are coming to do any other thing in addition to what you have done already, okay, fine. This thing that you have done already has been a pain in our ass for years. I am very sure it's not even during President Tinubu's regime that this thing started. It's not. It's there. In the year, food scarcity, one of the commonest cause of food scarcity is because people don't go to farm again. People don't go to farm again. It's not only in the north. Here, you don't go to farm. You don't. You don't. You don't even allow it to get to the media. You will see state governor. I'm not talking about the north. I'm talking about even in the east. Covering what happened. They don't fight to make it look like two people fighting. You can easily come in and intervene and be like, okay, what's the problem? They scare people, they intimidate people, they make you not even not to having a dialogue with them. They want you to run. That is the situation of things. If someone fights you, you can dialogue. What's the problem? What should we do? But if someone scares you with every single thing he has, he's not even giving you room to think. He just wants you to run. And that's what people are doing. And we are all suffering. We are buying food that we could easily get with 1,000. I will use 20,000 to buy it. An average, someone that said 10%, it was being modest. That 10% people are living fine. It's less. It's less. And now citizens are being turned against citizens. Even people that are good are turning bad by day. Why? You cannot survive on God. And people will be like, what are you being patriotic for? If you die and be patriotic, what do you gain? What are others doing? Let me do. That's how bad things are going. And we have a global clause, something good, something that have proven or have shown potential of bringing that order. Because security is not just about carrying guns. Security, the food we eat is security, the health is security, all of that part of security system. People tend to do what they do because they want to survive. Although it might even get to another thing, but at the beginning, it could be just to survive. Giving those people that room to be who they want to be for the betterment of the country, you don't. My wife's driver's license, she finished learning driving. I applied for it. It's 3 years now. She has not been given driver's license. Applied for 5 years. She has not. He's getting to that 5 years that is supposed to expire. Just to capture. I went there. I was shouting at the road safety this thing here in Enugu. He was telling me that the system was filled with data and the system crashed. I said, is it my responsibility to fix the system? Is it not your organization? Why am I bearing the cost? I've paid three types. There's what they call repushing. I did. This one, they want me to reissue. Said it's reissue. That people are not doing reissue. They have new system. That they don't want it to crash. I said, why can't you store your data in a cloud? Are we still running on system? But we have cloud where people can easily log in with any detail to get whatever they want to get. Okay, fine. Give me your detail. Let me speak with your Oga. I have a connection through which we can meet. I have a friend that is a cloud engineer. He works for even companies in other countries. We want to come and fix it for you people. He said that he's not the one that I meet. That I should write to Abuja. I should write to this. I should write to that. I say, this is what you people do. Those people are competent. You don't give them nothing. You had that bunch of incompetency, pack things, and then you want us to keep quiet. What are we protecting? What do we even have? Do we have security? Do we have food? Do we have health? What exactly are we protecting? Nigeria is in the civil war. Nigeria is in the state of death. So whoever that is on the ground does not fear anything anymore. You are there. If you don't do anything, you die. If you do something, it's even more a good opportunity for us. You want to change. You want to see something different. Yes. The reason why the APC government were able to take over last time was because they said change. Why did people buy the idea? Because things were bad. They hoped for change. But unfortunately, we didn't see the change. That's why if somebody wakes up in his country and says, I want to come intervene in a case with Nigeria, people will even buy the idea. If Nigeria was fine, nobody would have listened to Donald Trump.
Of course, he won't even suggest.
So let's look at that. It won't sell. It won't sell. If you're making, if I'm fine, if I'm just like the analogy, the example you give, if I'm fine and you're saying I'm not fine, I am the one to tell you I'm fine. You should day your day. But if you check now, all the people that are fighting and even they are recruiting people that don't know anything to fight with them, are people that seems are behind all the whole thing happening. I just have to be sincere. Otherwise, come on, let's go to the table and discuss. Let's see what you need. Because that thing that you need, some people are taking it, but they're not doing nothing. They're taking it. So please avoid going, because if I go, I will not stop. I have experienced Nigeria left, right, up and down, front and center. I don't know where to bet. I chose within myself. I chose. If you go to my page, so people will be like, "Why are you talking about relationship when things are going bad? Why are you talking about the trending? Why are you not this?" I will tell them, "See, everybody has a line he has chosen. When it gets to the table for us to talk about this, we talk about this. Therefore, here, this is what I want to do here. I chose not to be talking about it. I chose to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. I have all the rights to talk it. I have audience everywhere. But I chose to talk about what we have and what we are building. Which I believe, if the same government would be wise enough to adopt it and not allowing it to go to, because you can't tell me that if other countries wake up one day and say, Ambassador, come, we are giving you everything you need to set up this, let it start it. You will think twice. You will not think twice.
I just mentioned now,
not commit any crime.
1 billion, even $10 billion is nothing to Elon Musk. Elon Musk wants to give $6 billion to end hunger in the world. You want to give $6 billion to end hunger in the world. He told United Nations, come and tell me how you want to spend it. Don't we have billionaire in Nigeria? Why are they still hunger in Nigeria? Are they thinking strategically on how to end hunger in Nigeria?
At all. People are scaring away to. Okay, sorry to. I'll end with
go ahead. You are making point, please.
I bought a piece of. I bought 2 plots of land. That 2 plots of land I bought, that was last year or last 2 years. It was outskirts from the the state where I live. So I said, okay, that I wanted to use since I found out that this plantain is people don't easily get it here. Even me to buy what I will buy, and I eat it a lot. I have it up to easy. My mom is diabetic; she eats it and all this. So I said, okay, let me at least use it just for plantain plantation. I was already doing research on different varieties that can give me more yield and still retain the natural consider and every other thing. But sadly, before the allocation and all these things, they now say that herdsmen have attacked the village. Even for you to go to inspection that place now, you will have to wait until they have police, army, civil defense before they can be able to make a move to go there for inspection. That same land is going to be there until God knows when, until where the hose is. In as much as they claim that there is nothing there. Go now. Go. If they kidnap you, the problem now is not about money again. They are ready to do anything because this is what people don't even know. Why everyone is scared is not because you have money. I don't have money. They are ready. If you don't give them what they want, they are ready to kill you, sell
your part.
Some people, even when they must have given that everything they have, because they will take it from you. They don't need you to give. Now, I don't even want to talk about the porosity of our financial system because they will use POS to take all they want to take and can be traceable. Yes. Otherwise, if someone that is experienced insecurity for decades, someone has experienced insecurity a decade for a country that colonized US, he will not be part of those in the table deciding Nigerian security issues. They would rather go and get politicians. Politicians, those people that help them win, maybe rig the election. You get them. Common drone can end kidnapping. Common drone can end kidnapping. I'm glad some people are even using it to farm now. And if you check, those people are using it to farm. There's no government support. It's purely individual. Even for you to import such thing that will help the country entirely, you will pay your ass off. At times you ask yourself, did I commit a crime? This one now, okay, fine, government didn't help me, fine. I am trying to survive on my own. Would I still survive? They will put, I don't want to talk about tax. I set up something this year, I'm not discussing with the global president. I don't want to talk about the tax. They will kill the dream, kill the idea, kill the move, kill the interest. So, in as much as there's so many things facing Nigeria, I believe if this security is tackled, I don't care what they come to take. I don't care even if we do you even know that this Nigeria needs recolonization. Or should I make it spell it out? It looks as if they are not even whatever that they had in mind, whether it's positive or negative to achieve. It means we are not even ready to be a country. If you look around, we're not even ready to be a country. Nothing is certain. That's why people are looking for money by all means. The last time I spoke here, or last 2 times I spoke here, the question that was asked that day was, why do people value money more than life? So I was trying to explain, especially in Nigeria. I was explaining that it was as if the money is everything. Yeah. Even your life now, if you have life and you don't have money, you are in trouble. It can be taken any time.
Even among
take it away because you go to hospital, nobody knows you. They will leave you there, you die. I was speaking up. I was writing against one hospital in around us here. My wife did internship there. People died there. Why? Carelessness. Nobody wants to work. There's brain drain. And every medical doctor in Nigeria now is planning to travel abroad. Let's use the politician. If he's not traveling, they will write. You see the kind of massive exam they write. They want to go regardless. Even if there is racism there, they are ready. It's better you face racism and your head. Okay, let me even. I have someone close to me that had a cerebral aneurysm. That's it. Something that I know if it happened here in Nigeria, the person would die. He just died ambulance. He was going unconscious. He was noticing that he's going unconscious, like he couldn't get himself again. He now just died that number and then went off. Before 5 minutes, the people came to the place we were living. He had a neighbor, and neighbor didn't know that he went back inside after they finished greeting. They knocked, they entered, and the neighbor was like, "What are you looking for? Or who are you?" They said, "This person that he sent us a signal, emergency signal." He said no, that he must have gone out, that they greeted, because this happened within just a space of 10-20 minutes. So they said, okay, fine, but is this the number? They checked. He said, yes, his number. Said, okay, let's check and see if he's in the room. They tried to open the room. The room was locked. They forced it open and found him unconscious. And they took him to hospital. Do you know that the surgery was performed immediately? After performing, he just came out of hospital. That should be last month or thereabout. He was the one telling me the story. He told me, brother, if to say in Nigeria where I did.
You don't go now.
He said, if you say in Nigeria where I die, I don't die.
You don't die now.
I don't die.
They don't bury him.
He don't die. He's like that. He's back to work now. They finished. They still checked to see he was lucky. Nothing was lost. No paralysis was recorded. It was a success all around, and he was among the few that used to have at least survived without paralysis. And because they was prompt responses, and it's fine now. Talk about the same thing. Okay, let me not call stroke common. Stroke keep people here. Stroke keep people like once you get stroke, they will just be counting this for you. In as much as worldwide is taking people can be managed. People can be saved. Even in some countries, okay, people are buried here. People are confirmed dead without dying here. If not, I'm a medical personnel, I will not even know. I will not even know that someone can stop breathing and be alive. The last thing that dies in people's body is brain. That's why they would say this person is pronounced brain dead. If your brain is still active, you're alive. That's the essence of CPU, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. You have to do it. At times when they do it, you see someone that is not breathing, you start breathing. Someone that the heart is not beating, you start beating. But here, you don't even have that training. We are not ready as a country. We're not ready as a country. So that's why I said, if you go deep to check, if you use the integrals, you find in other countries, whether from your research, from your experience, and from your relationship or connection, you find out that we're not ready. So if they want to come and recognize us, let me even experience it and learn, so that whenever it's over, I will have something in this country. So all these things I say doesn't make any meaning, because we know the truth. And sadly, the set of people, I'm sorry to say this, I am Igbo man, core Igbo man. I grew up in the village. Ambassador here is a Yoruba man.
Yes.
Now, In my circle, I have Hausa people there. I have Yoruba. Oluwaseun Sintec attended my lunch. I think Ambassador met him. Yes. He's a Yoruba guy. I met him before I met Ambassador. He's a Yoruba guy. There's a woman also that attended my lunch. She's a barrister from Cameroon. Barrister. I was on this one of the reviewers. He's a barrister, a big barrister from Cameroon. The another person from he's a Nigerian living in Mexico. He's attended my lunch, but he couldn't stay to give his review because he told me he was on leave with the wife. He's marrying a white. There. All these people are not from my tribe. They are not from my village. But immediately we met, we connected. Why? We were educated. We are sound. We share the same vision. We share the same thing, even if it's not exactly in the same field. We could reason. These people doing this thing don't reason with you. They are weak on fashion. They were not even giving the training the thing they were giving was to destroy. They cannot listen. The problem is not from the religion. I have Muslim friends. They are good people, they are great people. The problem is from the set of people being fashioned to initiate a particular project. And some people are not seeing it for what it is. So, please, we should try a different thing. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Do our thing, bring that certain I'm not working on. We should try a different thing.
Thank you very much.
Different thing will give us the opportunity of see something different. But we keep on doing the same thing, expecting different results. It's an insanity.
But
these people here are not capable to do it.
Thank you very much.
They are not capable to do it.
I wish I was near the clapper. You know what? That was absolutely fantastic, right? Because you see, a lot of the things that you just said there are most of the values that I stand by, right? Nigeria is stuck in a tribe war at the moment, right? Where everything seems to be going by tribe. If it's not going by tribe, it's going by religion. And I think, and I've been thinking for a long time, that it's about time that Nigerians woke up and realized that you're Nigerian, right? You are Nigerian. First and foremost, you are a Nigerian, right? Whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, or whatever, from Cameroon, from Ghana, you are a Nigerian, right? Nigerian or not, you're African. Whether you're African or not, you are black, right? Now, all these years, right? All these years, and I'm going to go by using some quotes from the book Rules of Engagement, right? When you live by a divide and conquer rule, right? You are not looking at progress. You're not looking at advancement. You're not looking at moving forward, right? And unfortunately, because of the fact that as a people, you just said it yourself, you've got all these intellectual people leaving Africa to go to Europe, to go to America, right? Why? Because those people know how great and fantastic your brain is, right? Now, your brains are fantastic, but they're not allowing you to use it for yourself. They want you to come use it for them, right? They're prepared to pay you, right? Maybe not what they would pay their white counterparts, but they will pay you. You will believe that you are living comfortably,
yes,
right? Whilst you are still under their thumb, you will do as you're told for as long as you're being told to do it, right? Now, I said to somebody when Barack Obama became president of America, I said, listen, Barack Obama is the black face, right? He is the black face of an institution, right? He is not the one who calls the shots, right? He has to do as he's told, right? That is the reason why I said to a lot of people, Barack Obama did not go in as the president of America to be the savior for black people. He went in there because they wanted to make a statement, right? Now, what people need to understand today is this, right? We are in the 21st century. We are still living as if we are in the 16th century, right? We have no heritage, right? We've got nothing preserved for ourselves to show our great-grandchildren that this is what used to happen. If you come to England today, you can go into any museum and you will see how they were living in 1300. Right? Why are we allowing ourselves to be kept in a box? Right? I'm still saying it. Right? We are allowing ourselves to be kept in a box. The only part of Nigerian history that we see today, you'll find in Nollywood movies. Right? That's where you'll find it. You won't find it in a museum. You won't find it anywhere. Right? But if you really want to see it, come to England. Right? Because they stole it from our country and they're charging you to come and see it. Right? We are Africans. Right? The global clusters is Africans. It's Nigerian. It's something that was built, it was made, it was birthed, it was born, so that we could benefit. Right? So that we could develop. So that we can move forward. Right? But unfortunately, as it stands, right, we are still making excuses for bad practices. Right? Listen, if people want the Americans to wreck the narrative in Nigeria, fine. But in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, when the country is in ruins, right, don't complain. That's all I'm going to say. Right? Because I'll tell you this now, Libya has not been the same since the death of Gaddafi. Right? It has not been the same. Right? There is no freedom in Libya. Right? The cost of living has gone right through the roof in Libya. Right? America, Britain, they don't do anything and leave the countries back.
My sister, hey, on mute. Sister Grace. Sister Grace. Hello. Hello, Sister Grace. In your side. In your side. Sorry about that. Just a few minutes. I'm going to get the audio back.
Like second-class citizens. Why? Because you have left them in. Right? They give you aid in Nigeria. Right? But with all the aid that they've given Nigeria, what has Nigeria done with the aid? Apart from share it amongst themselves. Right? Like I said, I'm not against, listen, if everybody wants America to come in, right, then fine. You know? America can come in and America can do what America does. But when it happens, don't complain. Right? America has its own record. Yeah? Donald Trump will stand up and he'll say, yes, well, you know, we're America, we're so great. Yeah, we went into Nigeria, good country, you know, but we had to go in there, we had to fix things, and now, you know, if they don't do as they're told, you know, they have to be in their house by 6 o'clock or else they'll get shot. Think about it. Right? Think about it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the host, retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. Let's hear from Anne Adisa. What's your take on this?
I would say more because the Michael, sorry to mention you, the host has said it all, and also Cyprian has said it all. So there is nothing much I want to say is, you see, they're scared that America is coming to take over their what do they call this? You know, the resources. Yeah. But the resources that we have since how many years now? 65 years. What did they do about it? Instead of going forward, they are going backwards. For independence of 65 years old. And look at the country that we are. They don't have nothing here. They don't have nothing. They don't have even the host can testify to it. They have nothing. It's only the tax they rely on, and the houses they are renting with a high level of money. That's what they have in this country. But we that God bless us with everything, and all these politicians, and they bring all this religion war and all these unnecessary things to damage the country, whereby nobody can move from one place to the other. Is that a country? Is that a country? I mean, we need to face a reality. I don't like people when they put a word under their tongue instead to speak the reality out to the sense of these people. I know they will be hearing us. What we have been saying, they all will be on the internet, listening to everything. No, people. I mean, the government for the people. It's not people for the government. They are there to look after their citizens. It's not to be soft for them. I'm going back to this Gumi business. Look at since Gumi have been doing nonsense in that country. If it's in this country, it will be in jail for a long time. It will be in jail. Because I will say, even if I'm going to be fined, I don't care. I will say my mind out. That Gumi needs to be arrested. Because he is the bottom of this thing that's going on in that country since Jonathan. We don't play the life of people in doing politics. You need to reshuffle everything to make the country more better than destroying it. You can't travel from Ibadan to Lagos without, your mind will be off.
You thank God that you arrived safely. 1 hour journey.
What kind of a country is that? What kind of a country is that? What are they ruling? Who are they ruling on? Whether Gumi will be giving President Tinubu authority to do things. Is he a president? I mean, a lot of nonsense are going on in that country. No respect of law, nothing. People will be doing farming. You will allow these idiots, I'll call them idiots, to go and destroy people's farming. And they won't do nothing to it, even though they take them to the police station. Even they take them to police station, they will release them because they have people on top there. Is that how to rule the country? A country whereby you don't abide to the law is not a country at all. So let's face the reality. What these people are doing in this country, Nigeria, is not really good. So that's why I said I won't say much. They have destroyed the country. Me personally, if Trump wants to come there, to come and take every one of us, to anywhere, it's all right.
It's all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me hear from my billionaire. Let me hear from my billionaire farmer, Plastirian Omoyoa. What's your take on this? Omoyoa, are you there? Adeyemi Omoyoa.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excellent afternoon to you. How are you doing today? Excellent afternoon to you. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
All right. What's your take on this? We're talking about security. We're talking about Trump coming.
So
you agree.
Okay, anyhow. Actually, I am very happy to be part of this program today. I want to actually talk about our Nigerian ladies in Arab country. These ladies all need help. They really need our help. There is this video that just got to me, I think yesterday night. A lot to bear while over me, but this one is like out of wickedness. I don't know. They said this lady has been working with these people for a while, and Omari and Mama Barawoni Ajoshiku. Anytime to pass a complaint from mommy, command Kobiara, she will just say that about Mama Soroti on the evidence. So we have video could you believe that? But my video mommy, this lady was taken to the station and she was given a live imprisonment. Live imprisonment. Lie jali. Lie panyo. Lie rape. Like, I don't understand. These people are just maltreating these girls. And another one, latori 4-story building. 4-story building. So, and there's a Nigerian community in Egypt, but those people, I don't even know their work. I don't know that because people won't take won't take any. I don't think that our people in mama treat our girls in a and so Nigeria country wa to ti fe oliwani mi o ko si nkan kan to fe lo ma se ni country because the way these people are treating these girls and got a bad on video feel and imagine a 50 years old woman don't buy just because 3 months you don't want to pay her, you have to like pay woman yi OG gold after ten sash bag gold one day one day lapa de lese one no be any man one day you know, as in these girls, they really need help. And like that, is happening. And once the complain in Nigerian community, you will not hear anything again. You will not hear anything again.
I got Shimole jumped in there for a second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can. Yes, sir. You can.
Eshongo, one of the things I noticed a long time ago, especially within the Nigerian community, and that is that when you have very little, then you have no voice. Now, I remember a joke that I used to crack many years ago when I had a cousin of mine come to the UK, and she said to me that she was a barrister. And I remember saying to her, congratulations on being a barrister, but what do you do for a living? Right? Now, people felt that I was being rude to her because I was asking her what she does for a living, despite the fact that I knew that she was a barrister. And when I explained myself, I said, well, for you to be a barrister in Nigeria, right, you actually have to have a law that you're following. Right? I have seen and heard of many a person accused of things in Nigeria, right, with no proof, no evidence, right, and no investigation, and even thieves in the area, thieves in the community, armed robbers, criminals, vandals, hoodlums in the community will join in and beat this person up and kill this person because somebody somewhere said this person stole something. Right? Now, if I'm not wrong, only charity begins at home. Right? Now, right? A man convicted your court here to bring accusation. Right? How do you expect your government to now intervene, right, in negatives that happen to our people in other countries? Right? Now, we will go back to the beginning again. Right? We will go back to the beginning again. Now, because of the fact that everybody is now, sister Anna Disa, JP, Iremi Gbenga Oshin, JP Lemi, travel with grace, JP. Only the global presidents, only the Palagini, one back, or not to JP, right? Title everybody live. Right? But now there's a new title in Nigeria. It's called Jackparians. Right? Everybody say Jackpan. Right? They want to jackpot to a country where you will be treated like a slave. No matter what, no matter how much money you earn, you will still be treated like a slave. Right? Whether people want to accept it or not. Right? Kio Yibo, despite the fact we only stay. Only blue party, red party, whatever color party, British, or only blue party to American, right? You are still a second-class citizen because that's not your country, right? That is not your country, right? I speak perfect English, but I'm still treated like a second-class citizen with all my qualifications, right? I serve and fought for this country, right? I went to war for this country, right? But they still treat me like a second-class citizen, right? Now, if I can come and be born in another man's country, put on the military uniform of this country and wear this country's cap badge on my head, right? And get to the rank that I got to in the military, and yet still get treated like a second-class citizen, right? Then when I go back to my father's country, where all of you are saying, you think you are British, you're not British, come back home. And then I get home, and when I get home, I'm treated even worse as a black person in my father's country where I wasn't a white person. Right? Now, we need to wake up, right? Number one. Number two, we need to know, this is like a relationship between a man and a woman, right? Where the woman says the man doesn't know what he wants, right? Nigerians, you need to know what you want. Yeah? So I hear people saying, I hear people say, you know what? If Trump wants to come in, let Trump come in, right? My prayer for you is that you don't regret what you wish for, right? Because, like I said earlier on, if Trump can ill-treat black people in his own country, right, what do you think he's going to do to you in yours? Right? You invited him in. Right? You're inviting him in. That means he's got carte blanche. He can do whatever he likes with you. Right? The Chinese are already doing it. Right? The Chinese are in Nigeria. Right? They're beating up indigents. Right? They're treating you like trash. Whilst at the same time, importing or exporting on a daily basis all your minerals back to China. Remember, China doesn't have these minerals. They don't have these resources, right? Nigerians do, right? Nigerians do, right? But the Chinese are now making better use of it. Somebody said that earlier on. You've had these resources and these minerals for over 65 years, right? You've done nothing with it. Right? You've done absolutely nothing with those resources that you've had for over 65 years. But here's the joke. Somebody is doing something with your resources, but they're not giving it to you. Right? That is why people like your president and all of his cronies can sit there and boast of how many billions of dollars they have in their personal bank account, how many billions of pounds they have in their bank account, how many billions of euros they have in their bank account. Right? But they tell you that Nigeria is in debt. right? How can you have billions of dollars in your account if you're not even working? In this country, in England, right? If they investigate you, they know that you've been unemployed for 65 years and yet you're a billionaire, you're going to jail. Right? They will lock you down and take your money. Right? Nigerians don't make Nigeria accountable. Right? And this is the problem. Everyone is too scared to talk. Right? There's no passion. There's no patriotism in Nigeria. Right? What's the Yoruba saying? Right? So long as you bring money home, I don't care whether you stole it. Remember, when we were kids, if you so much as stole 10 pence or 10 kobo, right, you would have the life beaten out of you when you got home. But nowadays, you're being encouraged to go out there and steal that 10 kobo. Right? So where are we going? Are we allowing the British government already sees Nigerians as fraudsters? Number one. Right? Because of Nigerians, they set up a team within the City of London Police called the 419 Squad. It was because of Nigerians. Right? And now here we are. Right? As Yoruba adage, as the Yoruba adage says, one way I don't let right? We need to wake up. Right? We need to wake up. We need to know what it is exactly that we want. Right? Because the global president is going out of his mind here, right? Trying to get Africans, right, to see sense. Right? I'm sitting here on a Saturday morning and I'm screaming the house down because I want people to secure their minds. It's not like somebody said, it's not just about carrying guns. It's not just about putting out a presence. It's not just about being a bodyguard. It's about securing your mind, securing your land, securing your food, securing your family, securing everything around you. But if you want to keep on living with a slavery mentality, right, that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Gives me something to eat, or somebody gives me something to drink. At least, my chat, you know, JJ, but you cool. I come back here, come back, come live in long as I'm asking for
I really don't think that is what anybody means here.
Colonel.
Host. I don't think that is what anybody meant here.
Okay, we spend a lot of time here. Let's listen to Shin Shaw. Shin Shaw, what's your take on this?
Shin Shaw, yeah.
Shin Shaw, Platinum Farex, what's your take on this?
Platinum Farex, his network is really weak from where I stand in here.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think maybe you need to move around a bit. You have a very, very, very weak network.
So if Shin Shaw is not available, and I want us to draw the curtain here, we spent almost more than 3 hours on this live.
Yeah.
And on your working carbon. Okay, are you there? Oh, yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, retired Colonel Gbenga Oshin. Thank you, Madam Omoyewa. Thank you, Travel with Grace. Cypriano for sir. Thank you, everyone. Let me just dive into it. Here's a frank, no frills reflection on what Africans, especially Nigerians, might learn from Ibrahim Traore. So I am glad that about 1 or 2 persons already talked about him, you know, Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. So in contrast to the narratives around Donald Trump coming to save Nigeria, I've tried to keep it grounded in what the facts suggest, along with what we should watch out for. We can learn from Traore. How? You know, Traore's leadership holds a number of lessons that resonate for Nigeria and the continent. Then the first thing I want us to pick from, one lesson I want us to pick is it emphasizes sovereignty and self-reliance, okay? Traore is often portrayed, rightly or wrongly, as someone who speaks of African nations, not waiting for Western states to save them, And that's what we've been talking about. Let's let's do the needful. His rhetoric emphasizes independence, so we don't want anybody coming to, it's not as if we don't want people to
You're gone again.
Yeah, bad network there.
Bad network there. It's showing here that it's weak.
Yeah, yes, I can see that to here from here. That is quite weak. Okay. It's a no-brainer. We have created a community and we welcome great minds into this community called the Global Clusters. And I want to draw the curtain here today. If the OO1 give me the go-ahead to draw the curtain. Sir, retired Michael Gbenga Oshin, do you say go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the book.
All right.
Before you close, I'd just like to say a big, massive thank you to everybody that's turned up today. It has been really, really educational. It's been very, very passionate. It's been very emotional. And I love the people's honesty here today. Global President, you know what, sir? I take my hat off to you. I salute you, sir, for your resilience and the fact that you're keeping going on. You haven't given up. Whatever you do, don't give up. Thank you so much to Travel with Grace, Cluster and Cyprian, and Adisa, and everybody else that has spoken today. Obviously, we're not all going to agree on everything. Because we see things differently. I see it from I'm a soldier. I see things differently to other people, and I see it from probably some of it from personal experience, and some people see it from a point of comfort and whatever. But whichever way we see it, I want us all to have open minds, moving forward, because all of us want the same thing. We want Africa to be great again. We want security in our countries, we want security in our minds, we want security in our homes, and we want our children to grow up secure and safe. So having said that, I'm going to hand us over to the Global President in the person of Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the one man who has managed to bring us all together, the one man with the dream that is almost as big as, if not bigger, than the dream that Martin Luther King had. So thank you very much once again to everybody. God bless you all. I am Michael Gbenga Oshin, the 001 Global Security Clusters of the Global Cluster. I am now the Director for Security and Protocol for the National Youth Alliance in Nigeria, under the presidency of Ambassador Aliu bin Abbas, and also the CEO of Clear Cross Group, almost to be and very soon to be global. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic Saturday. And don't forget, we have another mind surgery this evening at 5 o'clock with His Excellency and the rest of the team. So remember to tune in. And I'm here again next Saturday, 9:30 in the morning on all platforms. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you very much. That is the voice of the whole Owen Global Security Cluster of the Global Clusters, in the person of retired Sir Michael Gbenga Oshin. Thank you very much. So, in closing, we'll ask, who are we? A lot of people, you've been listening to us, you're asking, who are these people? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power. Accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We're not just a social media platform with a marketplace with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. We're equally a mining hub to mine and produce quality and accurate professionals quality and accurate technocrats, and quality and accurate entrepreneurs for nation building. We are the first social media that promotes morals, that promote the KIC, knowledge, information, and connections. So to join us is free. You can just opt into the sparkhubs.org. The sparkhubs.org. It's spelled THESPARKHUBS.org. You can just opt in. You can share it with your family, friends, colleagues at work. You can create your own hub, just to relate it with the social media platform already. The Spark Hubs can act as your WhatsApp. It can equally act as your LinkedIn, and it can act as your Facebook. Just to let you know, you can do virtually everything. Among that is a place of knowledge. As we are speaking right now, it's doing stream live on the Spark Hub too. So you can stay on the Spark Hub and watch everything and watch it all over again. So we want you to opt into the Spark Hub and join Let's Talk Security Hub. That is a hub meant for this community. Let's Talk Security Hub of the Global Clusters. And if you say you want to upgrade to be a premium member have a one-time lifetime fee of 61,000 Nigerian naira or its equivalent. Or if you want to be a vendor that want to sell, because we have a big marketplace just like Amazon online, you can pay just 81,000 Nigerian naira or its equivalent. And both of these premium membership comes with instant, UK diploma course on either cybersecurity, data analysis, certified nursing assistant, mini MBA, business analysis, AI courses, and so on. So you can opt into it and enjoy it, and among other things, other exclusivity that you get as a premium member of the Global Cluster. So we welcome you as a free Spark Hub too. You get free courses. You get, to connect with great minds. The Ghanaians have created their hubs there, and they are mining themselves into the hub. So, and every other nations are creating different hubs to mine themselves there. So you can link up with people, in the global clusters. So having said that, this evening again, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, 4 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. Turkish time, we'll meet and discuss accurate knowledge and information revolution. This revolution is headed by current Dean of Education Faculty, UNILAG, that is Professor Oladipupo Adebayo. So we'll all be here to talk about the place of knowledge and the place of information in nation building. Having said that, I want to say have a wonderful day ahead. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you later. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I don't know how to turn off this one.
No, you go to the right edge.
Yeah, send this one.
Right edge. The right edge.